Good morning, brothers and sisters. I'd like to introduce a man to you. His name is Lawrence. He was born in the 17th century, a few hundred years ago. He was born in a little village in France. His family was poor. He was not educated and joined the army at the age of 18. He was wounded during the war and he cannot walk well because of the injury. He was limping when he walked. He described himself a bit clumsy as well. His work was so ordinary. He worked in the kitchen in the abbey. Though he has nothing special, but he has affected many lives of Christians in the later days. He was a man who was very close to God. Many brothers and sisters have learned a lot from him and was God help a lot. I like to let many brothers and sisters know, don't mind about whether you're smart or clever or not. As long as you're a person who are close to God, you can affect the world a lot. Though you're so ordinary, but if you're close to the Lord, you're not ordinary at all. Lawrence knew so well that you need love from God on him, just like Paul, who knew so well that the personal love of God towards him. Paul said, Christ loves the church and he died for the church. Paul also said, he loves me and he gave himself for me. Brothers and sisters, we need to enjoy fully the love from the Lord. You are so special to him. His love towards us is so unique. You don't have to compare his love towards you with others, for it is so special and unique towards everyone. Hope you can experience his personal love towards you. You can meditate that your life is so special and you'll feel his personal love to you. Let's give thanks to him for this special experience on you. May the Lord bless you. Dear brothers and sisters, today I would like to share verses with you is in Proverbs chapter 13 verse 4, and it says like this: The soul of the sluggard craves and gets nothing, while the soul of the diligent is richly supplied. It means that for those who are hard-working will be supplied, but the lazy bone will get nothing. But it has a deeper meaning here regarding our spiritual life. Brothers and sisters, if you want to experience the Lord and love of God more, if your heart wants to serve the Lord, bear the fruits and glorify God, if you want to have the improvement in your spirit to be more glorious, you need to work it out, but not just set your goal in the beginning of the year. I want to be such and such. I want to draw near to the Lord more, or love brothers and sisters more. Brothers and sisters, you cannot get anything if you just have a thought of that, but it doesn't really help your spirit. You need to rise up and take action. For example, wake up early. Talk to yourself and the Lord that you need to get up early to draw near to you tomorrow. Every time when you set a goal and you need to pray a price for it, the blessing that you will receive and the abundance in your spirit cannot be measured. Hope we can be a diligent person. Rise up for your spirit. for the will of God and pay a price to make yourself more glorious, to fulfill the will of God on you. There is a story about an owner of an electricity company want to hire a manager. There were more than 20 applicants applied for this position, and finally there were 3 candidates were the best suitable for the job based on their resume. The owner has prepared a question for them to answer, and the winner will get the offer. He gave the candidates a new style torch and asked them to deliver the torch to an address number 313 Edward Street, and the customer named Mr. Johnson. The first candidate has returned to the shop and asked for the boss again. He said, "Is this the correct address?" Number 313 Edward Street is an abandoned factory where there is nobody there. And the second candidate has returned. He told the boss that Mr. Johnson has moved away and I cannot deliver this torch to him. And finally, the third candidate has turned up last, and he has took quite some time, and he knew Mr. Johnson has moved away, but he finds out his new address and he has delivered the torch to him. When Mr. Johnson has received the torch, he was really surprised. Not only he has paid off the balance, but he has placed another new order for some more items. This boss has hired the third candidate, for he had paid an effort to accomplish the task and didn't give any excuse for not completing the mission. The incorrect address and the unknown address, and he strive hard to look for the new address. This unexpected situation couldn't stop him to accomplish or act as an obstacle or excuse to finish the task. Brothers and sisters, it reminds us that many a time we say we don't have time to draw near to the Lord. We were too tired to do so. Brothers and sisters, think again. Is this your excuse? If we let the excuse hinder us again and again, how can our heart be abundant? I hope you can commit yourself and do it with action, and I'm sure you'll be more glorious. May the Lord bless you.